Documented creeps. I'd been slaving away in that mine for just a week when the inexplicable occurred. Even now, I can't wrap my head around it in any rational way. But mining ran in my blood. Generations of my kin had toiled in those dark depths. The coal industry was on a slow death march due to global warming concerns, but my familial legacy beckoned me, and without a second thought, I dove into the profession right after high school. For the initial 45 days, us newbies were forbidden from touching any heavy machinery. A special sticker on our hard hat screamed, "Hands off!" In fact, for the first year, we wore a different colored hat, a marker of our rookie status amid seasoned underground veterans. Picture this: I sported a neon orange hard hat adorned with the warning sticker as I hopped onto the man trip, a mercilessly cramped transport vehicle. There's barely room to stand in the mine. All work is done on your knees or crouched down. Everything, every piece of equipment, had to be designed to fit within that low-ceilinged cavern. As we rattled over a mile into the mine, I couldn't help but glance up at the roof bolts, contemplating the ever-looming threat of a roof collapse. The safety measures were in place, but accidents still happened. Just a fortnight before my arrival, a man met his end in a cave-in. But the dangers didn't deter me. It was all part of the job. The man trip jolted to a stop, and I disembarked at the conveyor belt. My initiation task involved clearing fallen coal to prevent equipment damage. Armed with a short shovel, I worked on my knees, scraping up coal and dumping it onto the conveyor belt. After an hour, the shuttle car had made its rounds, depositing fresh coal. That's when I felt an eerie presence behind me. I turned to find a stranger rushing towards me. A knocking sound echoed from above, and the man shouted, "Move!" I barely escaped as a massive rock crashed onto the conveyor belt, just inches from where I had been. But the nightmare continued. The man grabbed my arm, and we ran crouched over as the ceiling unleashed its fury. A boulder the size of a car crashed in front of me, crushing my savior. In an instant, he was gone. I knelt, shielding my head as rocks fell around me. The chaos ceased, leaving me trapped in a narrow space amid boulders. Hours later, a rescue team dug me out. Yet, as they led me to the surface, I insisted on the presence of the man who saved me. "He's back there," I told them. Confusion filled their faces. "Everyone else is accounted for. You're the only one missing," they said. Disbelief clawed at me. I pointed to where I last saw the man's leg protruding from under the boulder. But when they went to check, there was nothing. It wasn't until I described my savior to my co-workers that the chilling truth hit me. "That sounds exactly like Randy West," one of them said, looking pale. "But he died in a roof fall 2 weeks before you came to work here." Thanks for joining us on this spine-tingling journey at Documented Creeps. If you crave more eerie tales, real-life encounters, and mysteries that defy explanation, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe.